For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? This our boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. I got my headphones right here, guys. We back, man. Yes, sir. What the day is, man? I think the day is OJ Jew Man Mondays. The day Monday, right? OJ Jew Man Mondays, man. That's what it is. It's OJ the Jew Man Mondays. Okay. Yes, sir. OJ Jew Man Mondays, man. What's going on, everybody in the chat? Yeah, man, we're gonna get it in today, man. We're gonna have a really good show. I gotta break this shit down. Sorry about that. Kids watch it. I gotta break this down like a 57 Chevy. You see what I'm saying today? You see what I'm saying? Because man, I you know, I don't want to be the old lame dude that's not getting up on what's going on in sport of boxing and what's going on with certain things that I may like or don't like. I don't want to be that guy. You see what I'm saying? So I say, you know, let me go ahead and watch this old fight last night on Showtime, man. You know, what the boy named from Cleveland, Ohio, Jake Paul. Literally. And you know, he's a Capricorn like me. We was actually born in January. He's a Capricorn like me. So you know, and I'm like, dude, like this is what people are talking about. Like literally. This is where we at right now in the sport of boxing. But I have to be objective and unbiased. I'm gonna hurt some people's feelings today as it relates to their favorite fighters. Hell, even include my favorite fighter. I'm gonna hurt my own goddamn feelings. Because I have to call it the way I see it. Bruh, you're trying to tell me this is where we at in the sport of boxing right now, where a YouTuber has professional fighters who have been fighting for years since they was kids, fighting on his undercard. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Hey, man, don't hate the player, hate the game. Now, this is what I want to do. You know I want to give everybody in the chat a shout-out. We're going to let YouTube send out the notifications to the Chitlin universe and bring it all the way back here. We're going to have some fun today, y'all. You know, I'm feeling good, boy. I'm feeling real good today now. I'm telling you now, rubbing my hands like bird, man. I'm feeling real good today, y'all. And you know I had to go talk to Bob Marley, man, before I started this shizzo. You feel me? So it is what it is, man. As you guys know, if you guys didn't know, sometimes I have panic attacks. So, I got to try to keep I don't know what my trigger is, you know what I mean? And so until I figure that out, you know what I mean? I just know that, when the old boy get on cloud line, it's time to cook. All right, man. Hey, man, this is what it is, man. Let's go ahead and get everybody a shout out in the chat, man. Shout out to the Queen, Lisa Bells. Hey, okay. Shout out to Halim, in the building. Shout out to the MTK Global. Shout out to Coach Asgy. Hey, okay. Shout out to Josh Taylor. Shout out to my brother, Diallo Huggy Bear. Hey, okay. Shout out to my main man, Charlo, with the Link Reed fam. Hey, okay. Shout out to Furious Survivor. Let's get it in. Hey, okay. Shout out to Rider of the Storm. What's happening, bro? What's going on with you? Hey, okay. Hold on, man. I think I'm kind of yelling in the mic. So let me put this mic about right here, guys. Cause y'all know I got a big ass mouth, and I be, sometimes I don't understand the power. Let me move this over here a little bit, guys. Okay, cool. What's happening, bro? That sound a little bit better, cause I know I was yelling, guys. Sorry about that. I be getting a little too hyped sometimes, and you know what I mean. So I got to keep the mic right there. But anyways, shout out to Fadon. What's going on, fam? Hey, okay. Shout out to Jake Paul, undefeated. You see Jake Paul in the building. Hey, okay. Hey, shout out to Rap Star Boxing, man. Shout out to Rap Star. Hey, okay. Shout out to Thomas Jones. What's going on, fam? Hey, okay. Shout out to Teach what the link read, baby. Hey, okay. Shout out to Bon Scott, Emmanuel, and Michael Buffer. Hey, okay. Shout out to PBC Fanboy and my main man, Bruce Gizzos. Bruce Goes, what the link read, baby. Hey, okay. Shout out to PBC Fanboy. One more again. I see you laughing there, boy. Hey, okay. Shout out to Thomas Cruz. What's happening? Hey, okay. Shout out to Andy C and the rest of the YTBC. Hey, okay. Play on words, bars. Shout out to Teach. What's going on, fam? Hey, okay. Hey, man. Philly Fly, what's going on, fam? Philly Fly, Andrew, what's happening? Mark Remington. Man, I ain't gonna say it. Hey, okay. Shout out to Stephen Josephs. Shout out to SK.K. What's going on, fam? Hey, okay. Shout out to who else we got, man? Who else we got? I want to get to the show, man. We gonna have some fun today. Hey, shout out to hey, hold up, man. Sophia said he's the face of YouTube boxers. Shout out to Sophia. Hey, okay. Shout out to David, what the lick read. And let's get into this. Now, bruh, this is crazy, right? So, again, as I said before, I don't want to be the old dude, the old lame dude that stuff moved on in life, and I'm still stuck on how it used to be. And wait a minute, things ain't like, this what I don't like and all that stuff there, instead of adjusting. So I really want to get into this, guys, for real. Like, I don't cover YouTubers, but according to BoxRec, he's a professional boxer. He's 4-0. So let's do this. What I want to ask you guys is this. Because he said this, I'm gonna let you guys hear it. Jake Paul is saying he's the face of boxing. Is Jake Paul the new face of boxing? I can't even say it with a straight face. Okay. Or do you guys believe that Jake Paul is a joke? And guess what? I'm gonna argue it from both perspectives. Whether you think he's a joke or whether you think he's serious or he's the face of boxing, we're going to argue it from both perspectives. We're going to pull back the layers of the onion, and we're going to look up under this engine and see what the hell is going on as it relates to the current fighters today. I will do a poll, Bon Scott. I will do a poll, because what is he doing that the current fighters ain't doing? Now, is Jake Paul the new face of boxing? Of course, that's a joke, but I'm asking a question for real. I'm going to tell you why. Jake Paul just defeated Tyrone Woodley in a split decision. If you don't know who Tyrone Woodley is, he's an MMA fighter. He was one of the best. He was a really good MMA fighter at one point in time, but he's like 0-4 in his last 4 fights or something like that. You know what I mean? Now, Tyrone, he defeated Tyrone Woodley in a split decision victory last night in Cleveland, Ohio, and he did it on pay-per-view. On pay-per-view. Let that sink in. Now, while we're still waiting on the Manny Pacquiao and Yordenis Ugas pay-per-view numbers to roll in, we haven't heard anything about Manny Pacquiao and Yordenis Ugas pay-per-view numbers. Do you want to know why, guys? Because the numbers are doo-doo. They didn't do good at all. But guess what? Goddamn, the white boy Jake Paul numbers did good. Did better than Manny Pacquiao. I can damn sure guarantee that. But anyways, let's keep moving on. Is it safe to say that Jake Paul might be the hottest ticket in town when it comes to boxing? I know you guys think I'm smoking crack. I promise you, I am not on crack today. Might be on some good green, but not on crack. But anyways, now, only time will tell whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. While professional boxers with real skills refuse to fight each other. This is the problem. You got professional boxers with real skills talking about, oh man, you on the other side of the street. You need to come on over here. You fight on ESPN, I fight on Fox. You need to come to the PBC. While other fighters, well, listen, man, what we're going to do is see what it is, baby boy, see what we're going to do. See, we ain't going to have you fight these other dudes. We got a whole bunch of in-house fights that we can fight. While you got promoters doing that, Jake Paul has professional fighters fighting under his undercard. And he's paying them because he is the draw. Something is seriously wrong here. Now, since these divas in the sport of boxing today refuse to fight each other, one say he big fish, another one say, I don't want to do no business. I'm going to freeze him out. And I'm going to fight Fury. I'm going to freeze what's the name out. While all these other fighters doing that, guess what? You are irrelevant. Literally. You see what I'm saying? Check it out. Let's keep it moving, though. Now, Jake Paul has taken the shine away from champions and other world-class fighters in the sport of boxing. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. As Leonard Ellerbe would say, I got to quote old sausage nose Leonard. As Leonard Ellerbe would say, Jake Paul knows how to promote a fight. Jake Paul knows how to bring excitement to his events. And as Leonard Ellerbe would say, it's all about putting butts in the seats. And Jake Paul is doing better pay-per-view numbers than 95% of fighters currently in boxing today. Literally, I can't make this up. He's doing better pay-per-view numbers than most of your favorite fighters. Outside of Anthony Joshua, Canelo, Alvarez, who else doing better pay-per-view numbers and for boxing events than Jake Paul? Remove Canelo, remove Anthony Joshua, and who else doing better pay-per-view numbers? Don't say Tank, because Tank ain't messing with Jake Paul. Literally. So let's keep it moving. Now, as we know, Jake Paul can also draw a crowd. I got the receipts. He drew a crowd. That probably damn near sold it out. Now, Jake Paul is also known to be a promoter. He knows how to promote his fights, right? The crazy part about it is this, guys. This YouTube sensation turned pro boxer defeated Tyrone Woodley. He's an MMA guy. Now, I saw the fight. Tyrone Woodley held back. Me personally, I think he got paid to take a dive. Me personally. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that, but that's neither here nor there. The crazy part about it is this. This was the main event. This is the crazy part about it. This is not a YouTuber, that's a sideshow. He is the main event. And Jake Paul was the headliner. The man is 4-0, and he is headlining his own professional boxing match. Meaning he was 3-0 prior to his victory last night. He's headlining his own professional boxing matches. Now that's the power of social media for you. Some of you fighters may can learn a little lesson from the kid from Cleveland, Ohio. And the crazy part about it is this. Jake Paul has vowed on many occasions that he will be the face of boxing. As funny as that may sound, and I will be honest with you guys, I laughed like a mother when he said it. But guess what? Jake Paul is laughing all the way to the bank. This YouTuber turned professional boxer has had, who did he have on the undercard last night? He had Amanda Serrano, one of my favorite female fighters, one of my favorite fighters, period. That girl got some hands. On his undercard, she's a Golden Boy fighter. This YouTuber turned professional boxer had the IBF, the former IBF, junior welterweight champion of the world, Ivan, some dude named Ivan such and such. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. And Daniel Dubois on this undercard. So for all you guys in the UK, Daniel Dubois, all you Daniel Dubois fans, and I do like the fact that Daniel Dubois did come to America. He's trying to break his name in America. But guess what? All you Daniel Dubois fans, Daniel Dubois has way better boxing skills than this YouTuber, but Daniel Dubois is fighting on a YouTuber's undercard. This YouTuber turned professional boxer even had Tyson Fury, little brother, Tommy Fury, fighting on his undercard. And we know that Tyson Fury, little brother, is what? He's a reality TV star. This is a joke. Literally, this is a joke. But guess what? Maybe the sport of boxing is a joke. This YouTuber is headlining big money events, not fights, big money events with a fraction of experience as other professional boxers and his other peers that's in boxing right now. So while your favorite fighter is talking about, I'm big fish, while your favorite fighter don't know how to do interviews in the public, Terrence Crawford, while your favorite fighter is always mad and looking mean in front of cameras and showing his ice and all this stuff there, guess what? You ain't selling no pay-per-views, ain't nobody coming to see you, you ain't selling out venues, but this YouTuber is. He understood the power of media. It's a new day today. And as a matter of fact, in his post-fight interview, Jake Paul even said that he has become one of the cash cows in boxing. You know the funny part about it is, he's right. He's not Canelo, he's not Anthony Joshua. But guess what? Some of your favorite fighters, they ain't making the kind of money that he making in boxing. His fourth fight. I got the receipts, dog. I got the receipts. I got it. Listen, as much as I don't like this clown show, I can't hate on him. I cannot knock the hustle, boy. See, me being a hustler myself, coming from the hustling background, the way I grew up, you know what I mean? I can't hate on another hustle. That's why I say I never hate on Blue for getting his super chats, getting his money, because he getting money over there, man. I can't hate on Blue Bloods for that, bro. If you got some niggas who dumb enough to keep sending you money, sending you super chats for race hustling them, man, keep doing it. Salute to that brother for that.
Hey, okay.
Now, as a matter of fact, in his post-interview, as I said before, the guy said he's one of the cash cows in the sport of boxing. Literally.
Hey, okay.
Now, check this out, though. Now, this was a pay-per-view fight, priced at $59.99. Woodley and Paul fought at a catch weight of cruiserweight at 190 pounds. Guess what, guys? The venue was sold out. Damn near almost sold out. The venue had almost 20,000 people there. They didn't have 20,000 people there to see so one of your favorite fighters. Now, some of your favorite fighters have done big numbers, but this guy has 4 professional fights. 4. He sold out a venue. He maximizes the power of social media. Irregardless of whether you like his hustle or not, he's a professional boxer, according to BoxRec. His hands is licensed. Once you do that, you are a professional boxer. No matter what level you're on, whether you're a D-class fighter or an A-class fighter. It is what it is. But this was a damn pay-per-view fight. $60. Jake Paul was said to make $1 million guaranteed. $1 million. There's a lot of your favorite fighters who have fought championship fights, Jamel Charlo, and he got paid a guaranteed $1 million to fight for Undisputed. Now, yes, that Jamel Charlo. Jamel Charlo is a professional fighter with over 30 fights. He is the unified junior middleweight champion of the world. He got paid a guaranteed $1 million to fight Brian Castano. And he probably made some more money on the back end. It wasn't a pay-per-view fight, so I really don't know what the other back end gonna be. But you know how they do it over there, the back end. See, baby boy, you gonna make more money on the back end, baby boy. So we gonna run with the back end narrative right here. Yes, I got the receipts for that. Jamel Charlo got paid. Al Heyman paid him a guaranteed $1 million, and he paid Brian Castano $500,000. And they probably made some extra incentives or whatever the case may be on the back end. I don't know what that could be. Tyrone Woodley, guys, he was guaranteed to make $500,000. And he would double that with his share of the pay-per-view as well. So guess what? Jake Paul made $1 million, and he would double that $1 million to $2 million because he's getting a percentage of the pay-per-view. So is Tyrone Woodley. So guess what? This guy is going to make $2 million for this fight. He fought last night. Some of your favorite fighters don't make $2 million for a fight. Literally, they don't. Tyrone Woodley is making $1 million for this fight. This is his first professional boxing match. What in the hell are they doing that your favorite fighters are not doing? This is the crazy part about it. One guy, Tyrone Woodley, is getting paid $1 million for his professional fight. His first professional fight. And the other guy, a YouTuber turned boxer, is getting paid $2 million for his 4th professional fight. Literally. And the crazy part about it is this. When Jake Paul fights are announced, his fans get really excited and they want to see him perform. You got some fighters that have been heavyweight champions of the world right here in America, and they couldn't sell out a venue in their own goddamn city. You got some fighters who say they the best in the world who come from overseas to come over here, and they fought people like Sefer Safari and Odo Wallin, and they was only selling 5,000-6,000 tickets. Literally. You got this big, massive fan base, but you cannot get your fan base to support you when you have a fight. But this YouTuber turned professional boxer can. Literally. People actually look forward to seeing his fights. Whether I'm one of them or whether you're one of them is irrelevant. But people actually look forward to seeing his fights. His fan base. Now, the diehard boxing fans like myself could give two you-know-whats about a goddamn Jake Paul saying he being in the sport of boxing. I ain't on the bandwagon, homie. Just letting you know. But I got to call it like I see it. But what if people like me and you are wrong? Us diehards. What if fans like myself are so stuck in our old ways that we haven't realized that there's a new day in the sport of boxing? And Jake Paul represents that new day. What is it that fighters like the Charlo brothers, Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter, Teofimo Lopez, Boo Boo Andrade, and countless other fighters can learn from Jake Paul about how to leverage and use social media in the sport of boxing to build your profile? This is where we going at with this. Do you believe that Jake Paul represents the new wave of where boxing is headed at, guys? Do you believe that the best fighters in the sport do not want to fight each other? And this is what opened the door for sideshows like Jake Paul. Because of the best fighters in the sport don't want to fight each other because you're on the other side of the street. I'm Big Fish. We don't do business with other promoters of companies. Yada, 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 yada. You know the politics that's going on. Or do you believe that this is just a fad and Jake Paul will never become the face of boxing? At the end of the day, while true boxing fans like myself can't believe that what we are seeing in the sport of boxing, can't believe what I'm seeing today right now. Just know that Jake Paul is laughing all the way to the goddamn bank. Your favorite fighter is getting allowances. He laughing to the bank, but your favorite fighter getting allowances. And my favorite fighter being called Top Rank Toby. Hey man, if you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe to this video. Please like this video and subscribe. And let's talk. Let's get into this. Let me go ahead and talk to some people in the chat, man. He say fighters aren't branding themselves. Paul was already famous. That's the reason he doing numbers. Already has a fan base from Disney to YouTube. You're right about that. You're right about that, brother. But what I'm trying to say morning, what you say, morning 6? What I'm trying to say, brother, is this. The fighters today, fam, bro, like if you ever watched an Errol Spence interview, if you ever watch a Terrence Crawford interview, especially Crawford, if you ever watch those two guys are the two that come a Tank Davis interview, but Tank got him a little following, right? Ryan Garcia gets it. Now, he probably don't get it in the ring, but on social media, Ryan Garcia gets it. But what I'm trying to say, fam, is this here, man. You know, these fighters, to me, in my opinion, the days of sitting back morning, the days of sitting back, oh, I got me a promoter, let him promote, them days over with. Oh, those when you do that, you're using old school tactics in a new school era. You see what I'm saying? All the like you hear, you know, well, it's the promoter job to promote the fighter. He's supposed to make him a star. No, you do not put your career and faith in a promoter's hands. Perfect example. I was listening to Blood Retro Boxing this morning, and he was talking about Muhammad Ali, how Muhammad Ali used to sell his fights back in the day when he was Cassius Clay. If they would have had Instagram, they would have had Facebook and Instagram back then, Muhammad Ali would have been that guy. You got to know how to sell yourself. This is what he gets. Now, you're right about that, fam. He was already famous on social media. But my point is, all of these fighters have social media accounts. What is social media for, sir? Social media is for you, especially if you are a professional. Social media is for you to be able to open yourself up to your fan base, garner a new fan base, for you to market yourself, for you to let the world know who you are, for people who don't know you. This is what social media is for. These dudes don't even know how to use it right. You got these fighters want to look like rappers. They got these skinny jeans on. They hugging up, kissing niggas in the neck, booed up like LMA. You know, I got ice. One boxer guy, he got 2 Rolexes on. I got 2 Rolexes. I'm shining. I got ice around my neck. I got to call Al to get my allowance, but I'm shining and riding on private jets. That's it. They just have it to, I'm just, you know, showing this and showing that, and then they get mad and go off on at times. They do not understand how to use this stuff. They really don't. Because the mainstream media is not talking about these fighters at all. You know who talking about these fighters? New Media Today, USA Boxing, LDBC, Ringside, Ring IQ, and other channels, Lady Shan, Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Us content creators, in our niche in the content creation field is boxing. Some people niches are technology. Some people niches are relationship. Some people niches are, they just cover football or whatever the case may be. Our particular niche in this field is boxing. The boxers don't get it. I don't give a damn who your favorite fight is. He said real boxers not making the best versus the best doesn't really matter because Jake Paul would happen regardless because his fan base aren't boxing fans. They're YouTube fans. They don't care what's going on in boxing. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I don't think you understand what I'm saying. How can real boxers, you say real boxers not making the best, doesn't really matter. Well, I disagree. It does matter. Now, it may not matter as it relates to Jake Paul, but the best not fighting the best is the problem. He said, blaming on the fans who demand most of the world has the patience for 5 seconds, live clips, 8 hours, Netflix binge, yada, 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 yada. They're attracted to. No fans have the patience on 12 rounds, highly skilled fighters. Then guess what? Those are not fans of boxing. Then the only ones who gonna care about the boxing like that, pugilism, is the true fans. But my point of what I'm trying to say is this here. These fighters today have no swag. These fighters today are they don't understand. They're not students of the game of boxing from a marketing and business standpoint. Some fighters, they ain't really got to say nothing, like a Mike Tyson. Well, Mike Tyson used to say crazy stuff, I'm not gonna lie. But he know how to knock people out in the ring. So in the heavyweight division, as long as you're knocking them out, you got just some kind of a personality where you are the people's champ, you'll be able to garner the hearts of the people. Jamal Barrow says it's a fad because at this level, he already needs to find opponents willing to follow the script. Someone is going to keep their hands in their pocket and KO. Someone who's going to keep their hands in the pocket and KO. Yeah. Listen, that fight was fixed last night. Tyrone Woodley had this man out on the ropes. I think that was in the first round. Had him out on the ropes in the first round. And he just sat there and looked at him. Didn't even jump on him. So Carmen Serene said a social media following doesn't always translate into sales. It's more about engagement. But this is what I'm saying, Carm. How do you engage? You engage through social media. You engage when, you create engagement. You engage with the fans. You know what I mean? You got to know how to market yourself. These fighters ain't doing that. Now, somebody like Canelo Alvarez, he got a lower fan base. Canelo, he got the personality of a piece of wood to me. But guess what? It doesn't matter because he Canelo Alvarez. He's a superstar. Anthony Joshua is a superstar. And who else is a superstar in boxing? I think that's it. I think it's Canelo and Joshua, and that's it. I don't know no other superstars in boxing. To be honest with you, I think that's it. I mean, especially from a pay standpoint, from a getting paid standpoint, ain't nobody touching Canelo and Joshua. So I'm just saying, I'm saying from a marketing standpoint, what is it that these? Because listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Terrence Crawford, my favorite fighter. Y'all know that, right? But listen, I hate his personality. Like when you see him talking to his homeboys and friends on social media, he be laughing and kicking it and yada yada yada. Then he get in front of a camera, he act like he had a damn funeral. Like literally. I'm not here to cap for nobody. I can't do it, right? Errol Spence, when you see him, this nigga drunk, slurring his speech. But he got a diehard fan base, so I guess he can do that. He said, I agree, pro fighters would smash any of the Paul brothers, fix the... Yeah, I mean, listen, I ain't saying the Paul brothers will whoop anybody in boxing. We know that. We know they ain't gonna whoop nobody, no real boxer. He said, Coach, I don't care how you address this topic. The fact remains that this fight was fixed. I cannot support WWE dressed up and sold as boxing. Yeah, you ain't gotta support it, but guess what? 20,000 people showed up to his fight. And his pay-per-view numbers did better than Manny Pacquiao and Ugas, and he probably did better. Probably gonna do better than a whole lot of other fighters once those final numbers go down. It don't matter whether I support it or you support it or not. Me and you don't matter. You know who matter? The people who bought it. People who, the people who bought it can give a fuck about what me and you think. The people who bought it, that's what matters. He said Jake Paul versus Canelo will sell out any stadiums around the world. Anthony Joshua isn't global. I totally disagree with that. Anthony Joshua might not be big in the U.S., but he's big everywhere else. I totally disagree with that. Hey, okay. Jake Paul versus Canelo will sell out any stadiums around the world. Canelo selling out stadiums without Jake Paul. He don't need Jake Paul. He don't need you. Literally. Canelo wouldn't even get in the ring with you. He said, Wilder and Spence are superstars. You work for ESPN? Wow. He said, I work for ESPN. This is a fanboy. Warning, warning, warning. Scott Cardona Let me get on your ass right quick, boy. If you are a fanboy of a particular fighter, guess what? You might not want to watch this show today, sir. If you got butthurt because I did not say Wilder and Spence are superstars, you might not want to watch this show today, sir. I care nothing about your feelings. I care nothing about your narrative. If I didn't say your favorite fighter and you got all sensitive and you a beta male, you might not want to watch this show today, sir. Remember that. We care nothing about beta males. If you are a Ralph Transfund, Chico DeBarge, El DeBarge, Christopher Williams type ass nigga who get overly sensitive, you might not want to watch this show today, sir. Scott, if I offend you by anything I'm saying, good. You might not want to watch this show today, sir. Stop being so goddamn sensitive. Stop being a bitch. If I offend you and you want to leave, peace. I don't need your ass over here, boy. Remember that, sir. Remember that when you come over here. I know you new to this channel, but you're going to learn today. All right? Now, stop being a beta male. If you are a beta male, a fanboy of a particular fighter, and you getting upset at what I'm saying because I'm not putting my words the way you want me to, guess what? You don't control the narrative over here, son. This ain't for you. I don't give a damn how you feel about me. I don't give a damn how you feel about my channel, and I don't give a damn about you. So if you want to stay here and rock with the old boy, cool, I appreciate it. If you don't, take your ass back to where you came from. And I mean that. This is my last time addressing you. Let's see. Probably run that fool away. So anyways, he says some of these bosses still try to be content creators. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is they got to switch it up. All I'm saying is they got to switch it up. That's all I'm saying. They got to switch it up. They got to switch it up. I'm not saying that Jake Paul is going to be the face of boxing. Of course not. You know, I love the sport of boxing. I love the sport of boxing, right? So we know I ain't talking about that shit. But all I'm saying is from a marketing standpoint, listen, these fighters, let go. Y'all know how I feel about Crawford. But the man cannot sell outside of Omaha, Nebraska. Literally, he can't sell outside of Omaha, Nebraska. And he has the personality of termites chewing on a piece of wood. This is facts. All I'm saying, guys, is this. The old school way of doing things is over. All of that, we gonna sign with a promoter, and then I'm gonna just sit back and cross my arms and let the promoter promote while I fight. No, that is the old business model. You have to change with the times. Just like they say pay-per-view is dead. And now a lot of these companies are going to what? Streaming apps. So the companies have made changes. They changed with the times. The companies have. But guess who haven't changed with the times? The fighters. The fighters have not changed with the times. Richard Slutsky, what you say, fam? He say, Coach, did you hear Dubois say he wanted Trevor Bryant next? Yeah. Hey, yeah, I did hear that. But hold on, guys. Let's get into this. Because I offended a fanboy. I probably ran this bitch ass on somewhere. You know how I feel about fanboys. I care nothing about their subscribership. I care nothing whether they like the video or not. I care nothing about that. Because I ain't in it for no fanboys. There's nobody that hate a fanboy more than me. Nobody. I am the fanboy killer. I hate fanboys. With a passion. Literally. But I got to call it the way I see it, though. So anyway, let's go, guys. Let's go. I don't want to get sidetracked. But check this out. Let me show you guys something. Oh, you know how we do it. We know how we do it. Let me show you guys something. Now, there's a conspiracy been going on. I know you guys don't care nothing about this. But hold on. I want to show you guys something. I want to show you guys something. Because what we going to do with these fanboys, we ain't going to lighten up. We going to tighten up. We don't lighten up over here. Do your homework before you bring your ass over here. Because if you get out of line, you get out of pocket, guess what? We going to run your ass off the block, boy. Check your chain before you come over here. If you're a fanboy, read my description on my channel. We don't play that over here. Nigga getting all sensitive about Errol Spence and you ain't say Errol Spence and Wilder was a superstar. What you work for ESPN? Man, sit your bitch ass down somewhere. Anyways, check this out. Let's look at this, guys. Where am I going at with this? Now, this is before the fight. I want to show you guys something. Because I was looking at the undercard, right? This dude had Tommy Fury on the undercard. A goddamn reality TV star. 6-0. This was a trash fight. But what got me was they had Daniel Dubois on here on the undercard. They got what the sister name? The sister who fought last night, Serrano. Amanda. They had Amanda Serrano on there. They had her on there on the undercard. So look at the business model, what they're doing. They're putting real fighters on there, real boxers on there. And guess what? In order for a boxer to come on become on someone else's undercard like that, it has to be some kind of money generated. I mean, the money has to be there to pay them. Now, I don't know exactly what Dubois got paid or Amanda Serrano got paid or what. I don't know exactly what they got paid, right? But let's go over here. I go over here, right? And this is what I was looking at. I'm looking at this clown show right here. I'm looking at this, right? Well, I like Tyrone Woodley, but this dude right here is a clown. But he's laughing all the way to the bank. He's laughing all the way to the bank, dog. The man got a net worth of about $30 million. Literally. Now, he didn't make that from boxing, of course. He made that on social media. But the fact of the matter is, bro, I hope you guys get what I'm trying to say. These fighters that we have today don't know anything about how to use social media as leverage to build their profile. They are stuck on the old ways of doing stuff. They stuck on, that's all I'm saying. They ain't gonna never be bigger than a YouTuber. I get that. But that's not the point. The point is these fighters need to evolve. You got fighters, they can't even do 300,000 pay-per-views. And that's a flop. They can't do 500,000 pay-per-views. Literally. They some of the best fighters in the world, right? They got hands. But they can't get die-hard boxing fans or just boxing fans or even know how to bring new fans to the sport. They don't even know how to do that in order to grow their fan base. And they got the personality of a piece of wood. That's the whole goddamn point. This is a new day. You can't use old school tactics in a new school era. That's all I'm saying. Now, look at this here, man. This dude's a YouTuber. I'm looking at the celebrities who came out to see this. Because this is some WWE stuff. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Listen, guys. Listen, let me explain this to you. It doesn't matter what I feel about it. It don't matter. It don't matter how long I've been watching boxing. It doesn't matter how much I love the sport and how much I know. Guess what? He laughing all the way to the goddamn bank. I don't have to like it. But the million people or almost million people who bought that pay-per-view, the 20,000 people who was in that arena last night, guess what? That's all that matters. The people who buy your stuff is what matters. The people who don't buy it, you don't matter. I don't matter. That's all I'm saying. This ain't about my feelings, how I feel about it. How I feel don't mean shit. What matters is who going to the bank. What these fighters are not doing. What these fighters are not doing. What Crawford not doing? What Spence not doing? Well, we know Spence calling out, so he good what he doing. What I can't use Spence in that scenario. What the Charlos not doing? What Boo Boo Andrade not doing? What Fury and Wilder not doing? What Daniel Dubois not doing? What Joe Joyce not? Whoever. Think of your favorite fighter. Whoever your favorite fighter is. Outside of Canelo and Joshua, ain't nobody making more money than them. So from a money standpoint, we know they got that on lock. They got that on lock from a money standpoint. I'm talking about consistently. You see what I'm saying? Now, everybody else, then you got the people up under them. You got the Furies and you got the Wilders. And then up under them, you have the Spence and the Crawfords. Because I think both of them got a net worth of $8 million, something like that. And then you got up under them and everybody else. You see what I'm saying? But look at all these celebrities that was out here. Floyd Mayweather was there. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was at this damn fight. Because you know what? A lot of people are saying that Floyd Mayweather is the reason why we had this foolishness going on in the sport of boxing right now with the Paul brothers. That's what they say. That's what they say. Let's go over here. Why am I over here, Coach? I'm finna tell you why I'm over here. King KO said if Malik Scott fights on one of the Pauls, you know he gonna take it down for the dough. Hey, listen, bro, they pay you to take a dive, take a dive. That really happens in the sport of boxing. Michael Benson, look at this right here. You see this right here? Tyrone Woodley caught this dude with the right hand. This dude almost out on the ropes. He didn't even rush him. Look how he's standing. He's just standing there. He didn't even rush him. Oh, that was in the fourth round, in round 4. That was in the fourth. I thought it was the first round. It was the fourth round. Sorry about that. I was wrong about that. He could have got him out of there if he wanted to. Word on the street is, you know, that wasn't a part of the plan. See this right here? Now, this is a conspiracy. They're saying right here, you see the Masonic handshake, Tyrone Woodley, and see when they put the thumb right there on the hand, they saying that the Masonic handshake, that he already knew that he was going to win anyways. All jokes aside, though, guys, that stuff do go on in the sport of boxing. Ask anybody who know boxing about the matchmakers. Hey, baby boy, check this out. We going to pay you to fight such and such. Now, give him a little work now, but you here to get knocked out. That happens in the sport of boxing, guys. It literally does. It happens in the sport of boxing. Anyways, his brother right here taking pictures. This guy right here.
Everything. I don't want to. This is a sport where there's hundreds of amazing fighters, and all I want to do is bring more eyeballs from a different audience. Everyone here saw the crowd tonight. This wasn't your typical boxing audience. This was...
You see what he said? He said that all he want to do is bring different eyeballs to the sport of boxing. Look at that. The only way to grow the sport of boxing, you have to add new fans. Nothing grows while it stays the same. If you got a bunch of Coach Malachi Williams that's fans in the sport of boxing, they ain't going to never grow. You got to bring new people into the sport of boxing and convert those new people. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. This is how you grow it. But if you got the personality of a termite chewing on some goddamn wood, and when you get in front of a camera, you got a social media page, but you ain't social. He said Boxing Glory Days results of Central broadcasting and cable TV. Fans didn't have all of the outlets and channels competing for their attention. Pugilism, you're right about that. But guess what, though? Check it out, though, baby boy. You missed what I just said. You cannot have a social media page or a social media account or page, whatever the case may be, without being social. The key word in social media is social. If you're not social, if you're too cool for your shirt, I got 2 Rolexes, baby boy. I got 2 Rolex watches. Lions only. I'm getting paid $1 million guaranteed for a fight. I'm going to jail for not paying bartenders, stuff like that. Whether I did it or not is irrelevant. That's the whole goddamn point. This dude said he want to bring more eyeballs to the sport of boxing. Now that's good though. This is good.
It was kids that were rowdy, lit, holding up signs saying subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is a completely different audience, and that's what I want to bring to boxing. So I'm gonna bring that over. They'll become fans of boxing and love all the other fighters. But
you see what he did? Now I agree with this. He said that he got YouTubers that's following him, basically. He know that. He said, I want to bring those fans over in YouTube, come to the sport of boxing, and then they will start loving all of the other fighters. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Because obviously we ain't doing a goddamn good job growing the sport. My old ass ain't doing a good job at growing the sport, apparently. Us old school cats who came up on the Ali's or the Tysons, and yeah, this is how it was back in the day. See, back in the day, it was like this, like that. Guess what? Back in the day is over. And I think maybe we need to get up to the program or just get out the goddamn way. Back in the day is over. How it was back in the day, them days over with. The Ali days, the Mike Tyson, we can reminisce all day. Yeah, but I remember, boy, back in 1979, when such and such, he was bobbing and weaving, and he caught yada, 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 with the hook and the whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. We can talk about that old shit all goddamn day. Guess what? Today is a new day. What I'm saying is the old way of doing things is dead. Now, I'm not saying nobody to be no damn YouTuber. I'm saying these fighters need to understand this. Stop using old school tactics in a new school era. They call it social media for a reason. You have to be social, Terrence Crawford. You have to be social, Errol Spence. You have to be social, Boo Boo Andrade. You have to be social, Charlo brother. You have to be social. Social don't mean having your panties in a bunch. Social don't mean looking hard and looking tough all the time and showing people your Rolexes. You got to know how to connect with new fans. With new fans. Because if you can take those new fans and make them love the sport of boxing, some of those new fans can become your fans, and that's how you grow. That's all I'm saying. That's why they call it social media. I get it though. Now this is hilarious. He was laid out right there. Look, he just sat there. Bro, he was out of there. It was a done daughter right there. It was a done. Hold on, let me show y'all this here. It was a done daughter right here. He out of there. It was a done daughter. Buddy just sat there looking at him. He ain't even rushing. Bro, I ain't the smartest guy in the world, but this was fixed. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. I want him to do saying right here. Check this out.
Just getting warmed up. You know, Conor McGregor has a lot more to focus on besides me right now.
He's talking about Conor
5
McGregor.
wins in a row. He's 1-3 in the past 4 years. So
basically, everybody taking a dump on him. He's saying, listen, Conor McGregor, he's 1-3 in the last 4 years. I would have won 5 fights in a row. I thought he won 4, but he won 5 in a row.
To get off of his little vodka or whatever the fuck his brand is and sober up and start to get back in the fucking gym, and then we can fucking fight.
Yeah, so, he cursing on that. But anyways, he's talking about the backlash with Tom. Now, this is the one I wanted to hear.
Performance against my sparring partner. All credit to Anthony Taylor. He's a tough guy. Tommy Fury is supposed to be this tough, big, bad guy, legendary bloodline. I got into his face and I let him talk. I don't really have anything to say to him. At the end of the day, I hired him to be here. I gave him an opportunity to shine.
The man said that he hired Tommy Fury to be there. Remember, everybody who fought on his undercard, he was responsible for paying them because he's the draw. He has his own promotional company as well. He has a deal with Showtime. We're going to get into that. So for all you fighters out there talking about, I got my own promotional company, Lions Only, we doing this and doing that. No, listen, some people can have a promotional company on paper and they get their name on such and such. This guy got it for real. And he's not a fighter. Well, he is a professional fighter. He's a professional boxer, whether we like it or not, he is. He's registered. But he paid Dubois and the other fighters to be there.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to say to him. I don't really have any bad blood. I just said, tell your girl, get out of my DMs. At the end of the day, will we see that fight? I'll run that shit easy. That's easy.
Well, so I don't know, and then this, I don't even want to look at this no more. This Tyson Fury little brother, whatever the case may be, and then we go here to this dude's channel, right? I'm looking at this dude's page. I'm looking at this dude's YouTube page, right? He's a marketing genius. He's a market. Listen, I got to take my head off to him because I understand something about this. He's picking up Gregor. And we go here to his Instagram. This dude right here, 4 fights. 4 fights. He killing the game, dog. He killing the game. And I want to know why these fighters who fighting today, they don't understand. This is me looking at the show. They don't understand social media. They don't get it. They don't get what social media is. I want to show you guys something. I want you guys to see this crowd. I want you guys to see this crowd because I don't want you guys thinking I'm capping. Look at Dubois right here. Look at this crowd. Look at this crowd. That's not even the main event though. Let's go. Let's look at the main event. Let's go right here. I want you to look at this crowd. People packed all up here. People all up top. I don't want to. People all up top up here. The man had 20,000 come out to see him. The YouTuber turned professional boxer. 20,000 come out to see him. in his hometown now, in Cleveland, Ohio. 20,000. Yeah, guess what? You say, well, these ain't no boxing fans. All of these are new fans that he brought over to the sport of boxing. How come the boxers cannot bring new fans to the sport of boxing? That's my whole goddamn point. The boxers cannot bring new fans to the sport of boxing, but this YouTuber can. Look at that crowd. Look at that crowd. Look at that crowd. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Look at that crowd. This dude, he in box rec. This box rec, 4-0. He was 4-0. Before last night fight, he 5-0 now. This box rec. So he's a professional fighter, whether I like it or not. I ain't saying he Ali. I ain't, man, you know, if he get in the ring with Canelo will put him to sleep. Yeah, we know that. Yeah, I know that. Canelo put him to sleep, but that ain't the goddamn point. The point is, he here, 4-0, headlining his own goddamn fight because he uses the power of social media in order to bring new fans to the sport of boxing. Literally. This is his promotional company. Most Valuable Promotions, MVP. Most Valuable Promotions. This is his own promotional company. So he know how to promote a fight and throw a fight. So for all you fighters out there, I gotta say this. So for all you fighters out there who your favorite fighter, yeah, he got his own promotional company. Yada, 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 yada. Okay, well, how come this fighter that you know got his own promotional company, but he can't draw a goddamn crowd? He can't sell 20,000 and do big pay-per-view numbers. Why he can't do that? He got his own promotional company. Like, make that make sense to me. Yeah, I got my own promotional company. Okay, what kind of money you bringing in? What kind of crowd can you draw? Because you damn so ain't using social media. The key word is social media. You have to socialize. The only way you grow the sport of boxing, you have to bring new fans to the sport of boxing. Damn how I may feel about his boxing skills personally. That's irrelevant. I respect his hustle. I respect his drive. Whether I care anything about him as a boxer or not is irrelevant. Some may say, well, he got the complexion for the protection. Guess what? I can show you some black YouTubers, goddamn it, that has 10 million subscribers that's killing it. Well, he's 4-0 right here. He beat Tyrone Woodley. He's 4-0. He's 4-0. Like literally. Literally, he's 4-0. So that's the whole goddamn point, what I'm saying. What in the hell is up with these other fighters? What's up with these other fighters? And this is the crazy part about it, you guys probably don't know. This boy Jake Paul did a 3-fight deal for what I'm learning with Showtime. A 3-fight deal, pay-per-view. In my opinion, Tyrone Woodley was holding back punches in that fight, but that's neither here nor there. I'm ashamed that I'm even talking about this right now, but I have to. He's a professional fighter. He's a professional fighter. He has a reality TV star on the undercard. Tyson's Fury little brother, Tommy Fury. This guy is a reality TV star. I think the name of the show, you guys from the UK might know. I think it's called Love Island or something like that. Love Island. He is on the goddamn undercard. The man had 20,000 people come see him, dog. The man has professional fighters like Daniel Dubois. What the chick name? Amanda Serrano. And what the other fighter name that used to be junior welterweight champion of the world? Had him on there too. These fighters who are real professional fighters, who we will all say are really, really good, they on the undercard of a YouTuber who turned professional boxer. What does that have to? What does that say? He say dudes jokes when he decides to box a real boxer. We'll see. No, Jibs, listen, fam. If he fight a real boxer, he gonna get the brakes beat off of him. We already know that. We know he gonna get the brakes beat off of him. But that's not the point. The point is, what is this guy doing that my favorite fighter is not doing? You see what I'm saying? The only way to grow the sport of boxing, fam, is you have to bring new fans. But when you have a personality of a piece of wood, you will never grow the sport. The old school way of doing things, my brother, is over with. Don King is pretty much out the game. Don King had the gift of gab. Bob Arum ain't got no gift of gab like that. And he don't put on good fights anymore like they used to when Don King was in the game. PBC, they doing their own thing. We on our side of the street. You see what I'm saying? Golden Boy Promotions, they call them Golden Girls. They doing their own thing, right? Talk rate doing their own thing. And the fighters being quiet, ain't saying nothing. And some of these dudes ain't making the kind of money you think that they making. Literally. Literally, they're not. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is when you got these fighters talking about, I'm on this side of the street and you on the other side of the street, you're on the wrong side of the street. We as fans are not getting the fights that we want to see because of the politics, this side of the street, that side of the street. But guess what? You got to do that. Open up the door for somebody to come in from the outside and take the shine off of whoever who's supposed to be the big dogs in boxing. It's facts. Blood, what you say, fam? He say plus the people saying that Paul is a PUSSY and that he can't fight. All on there, all the couch potatoes. Yeah, I mean it is what it is, bro. Like it is what it is. He said, I'm ashamed. He say, you're being a professional. I'm just saying. He say, Tyrone let the MMA streets down. Yeah, man. You know, hey man, listen, man, the man got paid. He got paid $1 million. Tyrone Woodley got paid $1 million. He got paid $500,000 guaranteed. And you know, in the MMA, then when you make that, I don't even think they make that. If you're not a superstar fighter, he got paid a $500,000 guaranteed. Ain't he getting another $500,000 on the back end? And you know how we is about the back end over here. He can make another $500,000 on the back end. Another $500,000 on the back end. So he don't made $1 million. He ain't never made $1 million in the MMA ever before in his life for a fight. Tyrone Woodley have it, but guess what? He made $1 million fighting a YouTuber. Turned professional boxer. Literally fought on a fake boxer. Mike Tyson will rock this kid. Yeah. Listen, John, I'm not even knocking all of that. What I'm saying is maybe it's us. Maybe it's us. He said, only time Bob Aaron moves fast is when he has a coupon. He said, I think the difference is pro boxers approach like a job. Hate the management. Jake Paul is an entertainer. And the business of boxing came to him. Listen, rolling with the punches. You hit the nail right on the head. And this is what I say all the time. The boxing came to Jake Paul. He didn't come to boxing saying, hey, man, I want to be a professional boxer, man. Please let me in. No. Boxing, the powers that be in boxing say, you know what? This boy here can draw a crowd. At the end of the day, the business of boxing is what? Can you put butts in seats like Leonard Ellerbe say? He's right about that. Even though I do get on Snotch's nose, he's right about that. You got to be able to put butts in seats, and you got to be able to sell pay-per-view, and you got to be able to sell merchandise. If you can put butts in seats, that's going to make the people buy your merchandise because they cared enough about you to buy a ticket to come see your ragged ass fight. If they're willing to do that, then they're willing to buy your merchandise because they got love for you that much. And if they're willing to buy your merchandise, if you're fighting on pay-per-view, they're going to buy the pay-per-view. Period. Because you have motivated them to do that. Now, whether you like the guy or not is irrelevant. This ain't about my feelings, and this ain't about your feelings. I think sometimes we got to put our feelings out the way and believe what our eyes is showing us. See, Don King was king. He put in good fights no matter if the boxers like it or not. Yeah, exactly. Retro says right now, Paul smashes all YouTube pages in and out of the ring. Yeah, exactly. As a matter of fact, if we look at Blood, if you look at it right now, he got 17 million followers on Instagram. On Twitter, this guy got 4 million followers. And on YouTube, he got 20 million. I didn't even pull up the YouTube. He got 20 million. So, where am I going at with this? Let's say your favorite fighter. Hold on. Okay, I tell you what, I got something for you. Hold on. I got something for you. Let's go to, we're going to go to Wilder's page. We're going to look at all of these other YouTubers, other boxers' page. Wilder has 2.7 million followers on in your Instagram, right? You see that? I don't know what he has on Twitter, and I'm pretty sure he has less than that on YouTube. He should be able to take a percentage of this fan base, and they should be able to say, you know what? we should be able to do at least 500, 600,000. We should be able to do at least maybe 1 million pay-per-view buys. Somewhere up in there. What does he have to do to get 800,000 of these fans to buy his pay-per-view when he go pay-per-view? What is it that he has to do in order to get, because okay, he's pro-black, so more than likely all of these are black subscribers. Because Wilder's pro-black, he's for his people. So more than likely these are black subscribers. What is it that he has to do in order to become a pay-per-view star? Convert these people to buy his pay-per-views. You get what I'm saying? Let's go to Errol Spence. Let's go to Big Fish. Let's go to Big Fish. Big Fish got 776,000 followers. So he doing good. He doing good. So I can't even use Errol Spence as an example because his small followers that he has, they do support him. He do like 300,000 pay-per-views, 350 somewhere up in there, and 2 something as well. So he doing okay as related to that. Let's look at Crawford. Let's look at Crawford. Crawford has 682,000 followers. But we know his personality is he can't draw a crowd outside of Omaha, Nebraska. Excellent fighter. But what is it that he can learn? What is it that Wilder can learn from this guy? That's all I'm saying, guys. I ain't saying that he's some beast. I ain't saying that, oh, if he got in the ring with a real fighter, they'll knock him out. I know if he got in the ring with a real fighter, they'll knock him out. We know this. I mean, duh, we know that. But my point is, what is it that, these fighters mean, bro? Like, bro, what I don't get with these fighters today is they own some Hollywood shit. It's like Retro Boxing said all the time. These guys is on some I don't know, man, celebrity type stuff. He say it's more just a circus and it draws a crowd in a different way. Actual professional boxers just need to fight each other. And boxing would be as big as it was 178. That's why the UFC sells. Nissan Warrior, you're right about that. But this is the thing, though, brother. We not getting those fights because these dudes talking about the other side of the street, this, that. You got to come on over here. That's the problem. So boxing is in a little low. I ain't gonna say it's in the low. Boxing actually is doing real well right now. It's really doing real well. I think it's just making the shift. He said boxing never dies. It's innate to want to see hands down. You're right about that, pugilism. Boxing never die. I'm not saying that boxing is going to die. I ain't going that far. You know what I mean? Black Syke said they could be fake Instagram followers. Yeah, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. I mean, it's a possibility. What he say? Mr. T said the milk crate challenge. All I'm saying is this here. They gotta grow. All I'm saying, dog, is this. This all I'm saying, family. This all I'm saying. You have a lot of people. You have 330 million people in America. Out of 330 million people, there are millions upon millions that are boxing fans. Out of the millions that are boxing fans, a certain percentage of those boxers, I'm talking about diehard boxing fans. Now, if you know anything about diehard boxing fans will pay for your fights. But there's a catch-22 to a diehard boxing fan. If you are not fighting the fighters that the diehard boxing fans want you to fight, they won't support you. Ask anybody that's a diehard boxing fan in the chat right now. If you see a fighter fighting a fight that you don't want to see, if you see Tank Davis fight Mario Barrios when you know he should be fighting Teofimo Lopez, or he should be fighting Vasily Lomachenko, you ain't gonna support that. His diehard fans will support him if he fighting the ice cream truck man. If he fighting the ice cream man, his diehard fans will support him. His diehard fans. But a diehard boxing fan ain't gonna support that shit. Man, be like, man, I ain't finna buy that. If this dude who they say he is, why he fight this dude? I ain't never heard of. He should be fighting this dude. You see what I'm saying? He said, "What's your opinion on the new narrative about Jake Paul's trunks design is an undercover Confederate flag?" Man, I'm be honest with you, Dollar Huggy. This is my first time hearing about it. Hey, okay. This is my first time hearing about it, fam. This is my first time hearing about it. So I don't have no take on it. It's my first time hearing about it. To be honest. G Martinez says boxing been rigged since the 30s and it's still and was still living and it never died. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, boxing gonna be around forever. It ain't going nowhere. All I'm saying is these fighters, in order to grow the sport, what do you got to do to grow the sport? And I say that they got to fight each other. And they have to utilize social media. Listen, this is all I'm saying. This ain't the 1930s. This ain't the 40s, the 50s. This ain't the 80s or the 90s. In the 80s, they used to show fights on free television all the time. In 2021, not so much. When PBC first started, they said that they wanted to make sure all of their fights are free on TV. Now they started to change their model a little bit. They have to do pay-per-view as well for their big star fighters, right? This is facts. They got to do pay-per-view as well for their big star fighters. So now, I say all that to say this. Give me some water. Give me something to drink. I say all that to say this. The old school way of doing things, all I'm saying from a fighter standpoint has changed. And I think the fighters need to be more, you know what? Social, called social media, right? He's saying if the LDBC quit capping for Wilder as they do, I bet you he would be respected a lot more. The LDBC and his Wilder's downfall. They're his downfall. You might have a point there. You might have a point there, Charlo. You might have a point there. All of those pro trainers, and they couldn't learn on Wilder how to box. They couldn't learn to teach them. Okay. Smith and West, what's going on, Smith and West? Okay. What the link read? Angela says, he gave black fighters their biggest payday. I guess you're talking about Don King. Don King. He said, Coach, but since you're a media, you have to watch the boring fights. Hey, man, listen, man. Oh, my God. I'm just saying, though, Teach. You right about that, but I'm just saying, though, fam, like, we got a man, bro, like, us as diehard boxing fans, we can only do so much. But the fighter has to be willing to do his part as well. All of that sitting back and, not talking, Jake Paul gets the most hate because he is the face of boxing. Boy, hush. Boy, hush. I ain't going to say that. He's face boxing. That's why he get hate. I ain't going to say that. You know what I mean? He said Wilder would have been hugely popular if his marketing was right. He used to be a likable American dude. He went wrong with the Black Power Ranger-ish. Yeah, that right there, he lost a lot of people with that. He lost a lot of people with that. Because people looked at it as being disingenuous. People looked at it as being disingenuous. Because you ain't never talked about this back to Wakanda, King of Zamunda type stuff until you fought Tyson Fury. And then all of it changed. So a lot of people got turned off about that because they looked at it as race hustling. They looked at it as race baiting. See, let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you something. The race hustling stuff doesn't work. It's not good because and race is big business in the sport of boxing, right? But you can't use the race hustling and can't take every boxing situation as a race issue because you're trying to push a narrative. You can't do that. Because what happens is when you try to do that, it backfires on you. When you try to do that. When you try to do that, it backfires on you. You see what I'm saying? Salute to everyone. It backfires on you. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It backfires on you. Especially when it's not called for. Especially when, see, the thing, this is the thing, right? The background that I come from, I know what it's all about. I know what it's all about, the background that I come from. The background that I come from, and I'm going to show you guys something. That's why when these dudes go to holler about, yeah, man, we look out for all black this and all black that. I don't believe you. And then you open up the door for someone like a Jake Paul to come through the back door. He said Jake Paul haters are now trying to push negative narratives towards Jake Paul, now trying to call him a racist. The good old race card. We have real serious issues going on. Shout out to Major Key Boxing.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man, Major Key. We have real serious issues going on in America. But race is big business. Race is big business. It really is. Teach, what you say, family? Say Logan Paul and KSI started this whole YouTube boxing. I would have expected Jake to be more popular than Paul and win this new wave. Okay, Jake is more popular, even though Logan has fought Floyd. You know what though? I say this. Kimbo Slice was probably one of the main dudes that started YouTubers fighting in professional combat sports. He's one of them. R.I.P. to Kimbo Slice. Homeboy from Miami. R.I.P. to Kimbo Slice. You know, remember, because he used to fight dudes in the backyard and they used to record it and put it on YouTube, and it took off. You forgot about Kimbo Slice. Before there was a Paul, there was Kimbo Slice. And then that translated to him fighting in UFC. In MMA. Kimbo Slice. Before the Paul. That's before Paul. Bon Scott said Jake Paul walked into their trap and took over their trap. Yeah, he did. Walk in your trap and take over your trap.
Okay.
That's what he did.
What?
He walked into the trap and took over the trap. And he getting money out of it. And he has boxers that were born and raised in the trap fighting under his undercard. You got a Floyd Mayweather, clout chasing, fighting a YouTuber that has 20 million subscribers, 20 million followers. Got a huge following. Jake Paul's little brother, Logan Paul. Fought Conor McGregor. So Kimbo was the one that opened up the door for that. From P. Rhymes. Thank you from P. Rhymes. Kimbo was a beast. Love his backyard fights. Yeah. Kimbo was the shot of that. Tony Lyons say, if anyone is into fighting, you cannot forget Kimbo. Nah, can't forget Kimbo. Kimbo Slice. Before that was a Jake Paul, Logan Paul YouTuber turned professional fighter. It was Kimbo Slice. He opened up the door for that. I bet if he was around right now, he'll be like, man, these dudes making the killing. Yeah, pugilism, you're right. Kimbo is a great example of a YouTube crossover. He said Kimbo put the UFC on the map. They promoted the hell out of him. Hey, man. Bon Scott said Muhammad Ali was one of the first crossover fighters when he fought Lyle Alzado. Yeah. Yeah, for real, though. Ali was ahead of his time. Just imagine Muhammad Ali in today's time with social media. He'll have the biggest following on social media right now. Muhammad Ali would. And you got certain fighters, you got to have the charisma, the personality. You got certain fighters who have that. And then you got certain fighters who they don't have it. All I'm saying, guys, is this. You have to change with the times. That's all I'm saying. You have these new school fighters, right? These new school fighters they don't know how to adapt to this era. They're using old school tactics in the new school era. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, guys. You see what I'm saying? So he says, yeah, Charlo. Yeah, he brought it on himself. Brought it to the BS. What else he saying? Got somebody text me. He said, yeah, but Kimbo could actually fight. Yeah, I mean, he couldn't beat the elite guys. He couldn't beat the elite guys, you know what I mean? Ringside View say Floyd versus the Big Show. Hey, man. He said, let's sip. Oh, he talking about Major, okay. He said, I am a bad man. I'm pretty, the greatest. Hey, listen, Ali was the greatest because he know how to sell a sport. Definitely, Coach. Ali with social media will be huge. Very huge. Because you can't out-talk him. You ain't going to out-talk Ali. A lot of people wouldn't like Ali in this time because of what he stood for. Yeah, they didn't like him then, but then they ended up loving him later on. It doesn't matter who don't like you. You know what I mean? So everybody don't like Jake Paul. Everybody don't like Deontay Wilder. Everybody don't like Tyson Fury. Everybody don't like Terence Crawford. It goes with the territory. Everybody don't like Errol Spence. It goes with the territory. But I get what you're saying, though, because of what he stood for. But he walked the walk, though. Different time, different era, too. He said, blame people's natural attraction to the storylines and KOs. Limited fan base demand highly skilled fights or master-level boxers. People just want to be entertained. But my point is this. These highly skilled boxers need to know how to bring new fans to the sport of boxing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, pugilism. That's all I'm saying, brother. He says, Sam Grill say, peace out. Peace out on the Sam Grill.
Hey, okay.
He said Kimbo could not fight either. Kimbo beat old timers and did circus fights as well. Yeah, he couldn't beat the elite fighters. He didn't have the stamina. He had too many muscles. Ali was the groundbreaker. All of the rest following his wake. Yeah. You know, I don't know, man. Ali, just imagine Ali on Twitter. No, Ali on Instagram or YouTube. I'm the greatest. Where that bomb at? Tell that bomb George Foreman. Yada, 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 yada. You know what I mean? Just imagine him with a YouTube channel. He said, Muhammad Ali is synonymous with boxing. We wouldn't probably be able to fathom how big Ali would be in this era. Yeah, we wouldn't. If you say boxing, people say Ali. Exactly. That's when you know you're the face of boxing. When they think of the sport, that your name is the first name that comes up, that's how you know, that's when you know you're the face of boxing. Ali done passed away. He's dead and gone. Hit the Ali bell for Ali. He's dead and gone. But guess what? When you think of boxing, you still say Muhammad Ali. He still is the face of boxing. Period. I don't care how you slice it or how you dice it. When your favorite fighter was Muhammad Ali. That's BS. Ali was in a time that it was not accepted. He would be huge now. Yeah, he would be huge now. Tony Lyons, what you say, fam? You got to know how to sell yourself or you'll sell yourself short. Exactly. Tony, you got it.
Hey, okay.
That's exactly what I'm saying, fam.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm saying. He say, you got to know how to sell yourself. You're right about that. He said, Kimbo Slice died just after Muhammad Ali. Hardly no one noticed. Yeah, we knew it here in Florida. But I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. Ali was the best. He said Ali was the best, but the greatest because of his character he brought in.
To this day.
And just look at what he was able to do. Bring hostages home from terrorist countries. You know, what he represented. You know, I think he was a part of the Jimmy Carter or Ronald Reagan, one of them cabinet. At some point, they used him to help negotiate to bring troops home from Iran. Like, just the stuff that he did, what he stood for. He didn't play the race card. He lived it. You see what I'm saying? He lived it. He didn't play it. He lived it. You got some that play it. See, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna break this down for you. Ali always loved the UK, even when he wasn't in America. R.I.P. champ. He said to me, since Mayweather left boxing, the sport doesn't know who to look at. And the reason why, because the sport trying to look at Mayweather. James Barrett said Ali was a genius that addressed the racial divide from a place of love and fairness. Well, a lot of people didn't feel that way when he was in the Nation of Islam. They fell in love with Ali after Elijah Muhammad died, after he kicked the bucket, and Ali became more. He crossed over to Orthodox Islam, and he learned what Islam was really all about after he left the nation. He said that salute to Don King, who gave the legend Ali fights and the greatest fights. Man, Holly, you need to cut that shit out. Now, as a matter of fact, Ali gave Don King a chance. I get it. I know you love Don King. I get it. I know you love him. I think you have some kind of infatuation with Don King, Haleen, but you need to cut that out. Ali gave gave Don King his shot. Ali did that. I ain't gonna let you cap like that. You ain't gonna get away with that. I rock with you, Harleen, but I can't go for that. Hell no. He say, if you put Muhammad Ali in today's time in his prime, he would surpass Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez, and Anthony Johnson. As far as, oh yeah, absolutely. Don't neither one of them had a charisma that Ali had. But I'm not even gonna compare that era to that era to this era. It's really not a fair comparison. Who this Jake Paul fanboy? Wonder if you just learned about boxing. Hey man, it is what it is. Jake Paul bringing them. He bringing the fanboys to the sport. Ali was just himself. He never copied anybody. Nah. He said, watch Ali's interview with Michael Parkinson. Oh, with Michael Parkinson, yeah. On Saturday was the 50th anniversary of the Parkinson show. Okay. Joe Strummer said, Coach, that's why Latinos love Canelo. He started from the mud to the top of boxing. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with Latinos supporting their own kind. I get it. Ain't nothing wrong with blacks supporting their own kind. Nothing wrong with whites supporting their own kind. Nothing wrong with that. Retro says Ali will be pulling up on everyone. He did that without social media. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did, blood. Yeah, he did. He said they promoted that fight the same way artists promote their concert tour. Yeah, but again, you have to be a draw. You have to be a draw. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Bruce Gold said Ali copied on Gorgeous George from wrestling. Yeah. He said that. He said, I don't know if he said you know what? I think he did say he copied him. You're right about that, Bruce. He said the fact that these promoters hate working with other promoters has hindered the sport of boxing. I totally agree with that. He said, new face of boxing, come on, he got skills, but he haven't fought a real boxer. Yeah, I'm not saying that. It was a question mark. That's what he's saying. He's saying that Jake Paul said that his goal is to become the face of boxing. One of the faces of boxing. That's what he said. He said Ali was so great that he beat the baddest. He beat the baddest. I keep trying to say baddest. Baddest man in their prime. Yeah. He did. Pugilism said it always go back to wrestling. Ali, Floyd, Trump, The Rock, the wrestling. Topaton said he pulled up on Sonny. Listen, he did that. He was terrified, but he pulled up on him. And his promoters and his managers would hold him back in a fake way just to give us a pick of what to expect for the fight. He did that. He said, get Don King to set up that Trevor Bryan fight. I'm going to try to holler at him myself. I reached out to Trevor Bryan Thomas. I reached out to him. He haven't reached back out to me yet. Case in point, with social media. He said, but a real man supports all kinds. I think everyone does, though. YT arguments and ignorance sometimes gets to people. Yeah. I totally agree with that. Ali know how to do it. Self-proclaimed. But this is what I'm saying with these fighters. Like, these fighters today not doing that. They have social media. And they forget the main element, the key word in social media. Social. This is how you grow the sport of boxing. He said Ali admitted himself that he was racist, but he overcame that in life. Yeah, when Elijah Muhammad died, and remember, they beat him out of millions of dollars. Elijah Muhammad, Herbert Muhammad, which was Elijah Muhammad's son, managed Muhammad Ali. They robbed him out of millions of dollars. This is why Ali had to keep fighting all the way until 1980. And even after that. So he learned that when Elijah Muhammad's son destroyed the nation, which was a good thing, and converted it over, and went into Orthodox Islam. He learned real Islam. Whether I'm not religious, so I'm not into that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying that's what happened. People change. People change. It changes, a good thing. He said, if Jake can beat Yildirim, I'll take him on a little seriously. Yeah, that'll be a good fight. Bruce goes. Ali never ducked anyone. Ali ain't ducked nobody. Never. He didn't care what side of the street you was on. He was huge underdog versus Listen and Foreman. Yes, he was. Promoters don't want the crack wide open. Hold on for a minute, guys. Hold on for a quick minute. Bear with me one moment. I'm back. I'm back, guys. Oh, I see we missed the super chat on. Let's see what we got. Shout out to my man Y2K.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a disub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, Y2K say Jake had a packed house in Cleveland. 20,000. The Cavs can't even do that. Can't knock the hustle. Bro, I can't knock the hustle, bro. That's why I say this ain't about my feelings. This ain't about whether this ain't no real boxing. I don't even like him. This a joke. This ain't about how I feel. That's how I feel about it personally. Again, I'm dealing with my feelings. 20,000 people showed up at a packed arena to see this guy. New fans, as he said, he's trying to bring to the sport of boxing. I'm trying to figure out why our boxers, who we watch, who we love, why they can't do that. And I don't want to hear nothing about, they got to be a YouTube sensation. No, they don't. They don't have to be no YouTube sensation. Shout out to the best ever.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2 super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Mayweather knew how to play the bad guy so well. He says, stop putting fighters versus Jake Paul. We don't care for that. We care for Jake Paul to just do his thing. Keep pro boxers out of it. Hey, but Louis James, Jake Paul is a pro boxer. He's a pro boxer. I hear what you're saying, fam. I get it. But guess what? Guess what, brother? I'm finna show you something. According to BoxRec, he's a pro boxer. This is BoxRec. He's a professional boxer. His hands is licensed. I get what you're saying, fam. I get it, brother. I trust me. But guess what? And you say we don't care for that. Guess what? We don't care about it, but 20,000 people cared enough to go pack an arena to go see him. And watch what we see what the pay-per-view numbers are. All I'm trying to say, my brother, is this. Why the pro boxers, what are the pro boxers missing? Peter Von Ark says, Golden Boy is screwing up Rashidi Ellis. He said Jake Paul lied about the drug testing, according to Ohio State Athletic Commission. Well, drug testing or not, it is what it is. These promotional companies' contracts suck. Let's see. Shout out to my man Tony Boswell.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half for bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, much respect. New Mini Today USA Boxing and the chat. Stop in to show support and hit the like button. Hit the like button and subscribe to the old boy. Shout out to my main man Tony Boswell.
Okay.
For dropping that half a dub on your boy.
Hey, okay.
Salute, fam. This is the problem. Topa time. Jake Paul is a pro. Yes, he is. Whether we like it or not, he's a pro boxer. He's a pro boxer. Now, does he have skills? He's a pro boxer, dog. That's all I'm saying. He's a pro boxer. And you know there's levels to this. He said, I'm not one of his fans, but it's supposed to be fun to be a fan. And his fans have been having his fan, I guess having his back or whatever, or having fun. That's why I love Dillian White. He makes me laugh. Yeah, and guess what? Guess what? All you Daniel Dubois fans out there, if Daniel Dubois is your favorite fighter, guess what? Your favorite fighter was on the Jake Paul undercard. If Amanda Serrano was your favorite fighter, guess what? She was on the Jake Paul undercard. Four professional fights. And he is he's a big draw in the sport of boxing. Literally. So what is it that the fighters who we love in the sport of boxing, what is it that they can do? He said, Triple D was so stiff. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He said, Jake Paul wants to be taken serious. Look at his undercards. He could have easily put Blueface or Takashi. Yeah. He had professional fighters on his undercards. Professional fighters. Now, Tommy Fury. He's a social media, he's a not social media, he's a reality TV star celebrity. Guess what? I think he's a professional. Let me see. Let's look and see. Tommy Fury. Hold on, guys. Let me look him up. I think Tommy Fury is a professional fighter as well. Yeah? 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 Tommy Fury is a professional fighter as well. Let's go over here. Tommy Fury, look at this, guys. He's a professional fighter as well. He has 7 professional fights. He looked like he looked like a damn pretty boy. Social media, not social media, what they call it, what is it called, guys? What is it called, guys? Reality TV star. He's a professional fighter. One guy has 7 fights, another guy has 4 fights. The guy who has 4 professional fights have Amanda Serrano on his undercard and Daniel Dubois on his undercard. Literally. Make that make sense to me. Troy Smoke Along, salute to you, fam.
Hey, okay.
Oh, man, you over here trolling now. You over here trolling now. Jam say, dude, Jake Paul is more popular than 90% of the top boxers. Yes, he is. But let's keep it in this proper perspective. It's because of social media. But that's neither here nor there. He's a professional fighter, and he's brought over fans from social media to come to the sport of boxing. Why fighters? See, listen. Tony Boswell said that Amanda fight was good also. Yeah, that Amanda fight was good. Amanda could have knocked that girl out if she wanted to. I think Amanda carried her. I have no proof of it, but I just think Amanda could have knocked her out. He say Tommy is a bum. That's your opinion. Your opinion does not make it facts. Coach Canelo just said, like Jake Paul is a puto. He might be a puto, but guess what? Puto got 20,000 coming to see him. Puto selling pay-per-view numbers, selling pay-per-views. More than most fighters. More than 99% of your favorite fighters. He outselling them. That puto. Puto selling out more events than the fighter that Canelo fought, Yildirim. That puto got more pay-per-view sales than what the guy name? Not Yildirim. What the other guy name, guys? Damn, what the other fighter that Canelo fought? Not Yildirim. Rocky Fielding. Tommy with the distance to a fighter who had 100 losses. Trash. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man, he might be trash, man. He might be trash. He says, nobody can touch Canelo. He fights 95% of fights a year. He said, if you hate Jake Paul, it's all the better for him. Yeah. I ain't nothing wrong with hating him. I'm just saying. He's hating, he's laughing all the way to the bank. Our favorite fighters, some of the fighters are fighting he said, you definitely a fanboy, bro. Some of the favorite fighters are fighting on his undercard. Dubois. I was shocked to see, listen, were you guys shocked to see Dubois on the undercard? Coach, I'm done with boxing. I just got my first fire stick.
Hey, okay.
Joe Strummer, I feel you, man. He saying, Coach like saying puto. Yo, what's up, puto? And I lived in LA for about a year and a half. Yeah, man, I had them essays out there, boy, be killing me, man. Yo, what's up, puto? Yo, what's up, bato? What's going on, puto? What's up? ¿Qué paso, ese? ¿Qué paso? ¿Cómo tú andas, ese? ¿Por qué tú estás aquí, ese? ¿Por qué tú estás aquí? Lo siento. ¿Por qué tú estás aquí, puto? Yeah, man, I had fun out there in LA. He said, I don't know why these fighters hating on Jake. That's more money and eyes on them to the sport. That's what he said. Listen, basically, Jake Paul says he wants to bring a new fan base and new eyeballs to the sport of boxing. So he's doing something that your favorite fighter can't do. Literally. He said, well, if Jake going to gym, you can't knock the hustle. Don't see him losing anytime soon. I want to see him go up against a real boxer. Well, he's not going to go up against a real boxer right now. To be honest, he only had 4 fights. He has a 3-fight deal with Showtime. 3-fight deal with Showtime. Pay-per-view. Now, Mr. Rick says, I am a boxing fan, not an expert, but it seems like the same thing that made Floyd rich. Monetizing off of people's emotions. People paying to see him lose. It's working for Jake. Yeah. But he got a lot of fans that love him, too. I saw that crowd, bro. 20,000. 20,000. He said, that puto balling out. Yeah. Yeah. That puto gave Daniel Dubois his daily bread that night. Yes, he did. I think that's the first fight that Daniel Dubois ever had in the U.S. Literally. Yeah. That puto did that. It takes promoters working together to make the best fights. Every card, every pay-per-view, and they're not willing to do that. And that's what's hurting on the sport of boxing, John B.
Hey, okay.
John B. Poetic. You're right about that. Anonymous says, I watched it, the card for Dubois. Bruh, I was shocked to see Dubois on that card. He says, I don't know why you're so delusional. When Jake Paul fights a boxer, then yeah, I believe it somewhat. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, bruh, I'm with you on it. Whether I like it or you like it is irrelevant. 20,000 people paid to come see him fight, and he's out and he's selling. Guess what? Jake Paul can sell more pay-per-views than Daniel Dubois right now. Give me a fighter in America and give me a fighter in the UK. outside of Anthony Joshua and Canelo Alvarez that can do better numbers pay-per-view than Jake Paul. I'll wait.
Hey, okay.
The real fighters. The real fighters. Bon Scott, coach. No, it was a chance for Dubois to fight in front of an American audience, and he took it. White is still waiting. No, I know that's good. I'm good, but I'm saying Jake Paul opened up the door for him to do that. Louis James. Let's just say Jake Paul took it seriously. Do you think that he deserves a title if he asked for it? Hell no.
Hey, okay.
Hell no, I ain't going that far. Louis James. Hey, homie, I ain't going that far. Hell no. I ain't going that far. No, hell no. Hell no. I ain't going that far now. I'm saying bringing new fans to the sport of boxing. All that, all that other stuff. I ain't, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Now imagine Jake Paul versus Canelo will sell out the stadium. Yeah, that will. I mean, Canelo sell out the stadium by himself though. So Canelo don't need no Jake Paul. He don't need no Jake Paul. That shit won't even be a fight. But it'll sell out though. He said, how many in the UK, coach? I don't know. I don't know. You got to ask people in the UK if he's big in the UK. Coach, a.k.a. Pharaoh Monk.
Hey, okay.
I'm just saying. Like, he said, Martin Ramos said Jake Paul is already worried about his looks in only 4 fights. Yeah. He said, oh, coach, the words sound negative. ¿Por qué tú estás aquí? Ay, puto, shaking my head. I hope there was many words like that. Me gusta que estás aquí. Hey, no. You know, in LA, because I wasn't from there. I wasn't from LA. You know, I had this country accent. So, yeah, that was like, you get caught in the wrong neighborhood. Ta-da. But, they was cool. I met some cool essays out there. He said, Jake opened up the door for pros. So let me get this straight. Daniel Dubois' first fight in America was happened because Jake Paul blessed him. Think about that. For Daniel Dubois, first fight in the UK, it wasn't Canelo Alvarez. He said, what venue would be ideal for Canelo versus Jake? A football stadium. Dallas, I say Dallas Stadium. Dallas Stadium. Mr. Ricks, I say Dallas Stadium, fam.
Hey, okay.
To this day.
I say Dallas Stadium. The home of Jerry Jones. Rolling with the punches, say salute Jeff Lucietta. He said Dubois' first fight in America is now also his last. He's retired from his payday. No, he gonna have another fight. He gonna have another fight, Louis J. Come on, man. Don't say that.
Hey, okay.
Daniel Dubois gonna have another fight. He said, coach, some fellow on here named Jake Paul thinks the real Jake Paul versus Canelo is a 50-50 fight. Boy, hush, he trolling. I'm gonna let him have his shine. He trolling right now. He say, coach, which celebrities would you like to see fight each other? Neither. I'm not into celebrity boxing. Smile back if you're ugly. I'm not into celebrity boxing.
Say it again. Say something else.
I'm not into celebrity boxing.
What?
I'm into watching real fights.
What?
But Jake Paul is a professional fighter, dog. No matter how much I don't like it, this ain't about my feelings. This is about the reality of the situation. And the reality of the situation is Jake Paul is a professional fighter, registered, and he's recognized by BoxRec. No matter what we like about it. This ain't about our feelings.
What?
I need to get my feelings out of the way and look at it as objectively as possible. Daniel Dubois, he said Jake Paul got a 15,000 crowd shout out Dubois' name. Dubois should be grateful. Yeah, because guess what? How many Daniel Dubois fans is out there watching him? I'm pretty sure with no fans from the UK booking flights to come to America to see Daniel Dubois fight. I'm pretty sure of that. Jake Paul made that happen for the old boy. G. Martinez, you say Jake Paul versus Charlie? Two of the biggest trolls. He said, did Willie get a tattoo? Hey, man, he better not get no damn tattoo. Hey. He say Jake Paul is the new chin of boxing. Bro, this is ridiculous. What is your favorite fighter doing to grow the sport of boxing? He said Canelo versus Jake, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Big Block, it doesn't, fam.
Hey, okay.
It doesn't.
To this day.
He said, Coach, do you like mixed martial arts? Yeah, I do, but I don't watch it as much as I used to. I used to watch it back in the Ken Shamrock days, like 90, all throughout the 90s. And in the 2000s, the early 2000s and stuff like that. I'm not really into it as much as I used to. But I loved it. He said, Coach, Jake criticized Canelo for fighting Yildirim. But if he could beat the Turkish, what do you say? But if he could beat the Turkish warrior, fight them. I don't know if I understand what you're saying, but I see what you're saying. I guess you're saying Jake Paul should be able to fight. Nah, I think Yildirim would beat the brace off of him. And Rocky Fielder. Yildirim is a bum. He's a D-class fighter. You know what I mean? But I think he'll beat the brace off of Jake Paul. What about YouTube channel host? Coach Fanon. Man, them dudes ain't fighting nobody. Them dudes in their 50s, man, and got families and you know what I mean? They ain't fighting nobody. They ain't fighting nobody at all. He says, I miss the old UFC, the Gracies, Ken Shamrocks, Tank Abbots. Yeah, me too. That's when I was in love with it. He said, Teofimo Lopez is my favorite fighter, but he went in the dust. And after first, I thought he was onto something with Triller. Yeah, man, that Triller, that Triller stuff, man. Coach Willie said he would have it on the tattoo on the grounds that he get on to get to play it back. Yeah, Whitley was saying that. Look at the pay-per-view sales that we done. Look at the crowd that we brought out here. That's what Whitley was saying, Paul Evans. Look at the crowd that we brought out here. Yeah. He got paid $1 million. Think about this. Tyrone Woodley's first professional fight that I know of, he got paid $1 million. $500,000 guarantee and another $500,000 on the back end because he get a percentage of the pay-per-view sales. Think about that. I hope Dubois stays over here for a while. He will put your boy Brian to sleep. Yeah, I think he'll beat Trevor Bryan. But I don't know now, Blood. But listen, Blood, check this out. You just gave me an idea. Daniel Dubois can market himself to the Jake Paul crowd to build up a following. I want to thank Jake Paul for giving me an opportunity to make my American debut on this undercard. To all of the Jake Paul fans and supporters, I want to thank you for cheering me on. Attach his name to Jake Paul. Clout chase, in other words. You know what I mean? I'm going to make my American debut. I'm going to make another American fight again against against Trevor Bryan. Please come out and support that fight. If it wasn't for you guys who cheered for me, I would be nothing. I want to put on a good show for you guys. That's how I would play it. Dead ass serious, boy. It's about putting the butts in the seats. Leonard Ellerbe, Garage Nose, was kind of right about that. He said, I hope Dubois stays over here. Okay. G. Martinez says, the Jake Paul, a troll who loves a troll. He said, Woody putting that tattoo on his middle finger. I don't think he get no tattoo. It ain't gonna be no rematch. Jake Paul finna rematch that dude. He knew he got knocked out. He almost got knocked out in that fight. He know that. He ain't gonna rematch that dude. Jake would be legit if he fought Yildirim. I think Yildirim and Rocky Fielding beat him, but both beat him. To be honest. He say puto. What's up, puto? ¿Cómo tú andas, Saceri? ¿Por qué tú estás aquí? Oye, Héctor, si tiene papel de baño o afuera. Si tiene papel, si tiene papel de baño. Dale eso, dale ese, dale, chaparrito, dale. Vámonos. Hey, he say, coach, on the back end, though. Yeah, on the back end. Shout out to my homeboys, the SAs out there in LA, man. I had a good time out there. The SAs turned me on to the Coronas. Out there, man. Yeah, man. I was broke out there in LA, boy. Broke, I ain't have no money. Had to get my hustle on. He say, Tyrone got Mike Tyson on one. Man, I ain't gonna read that, man. Cut it out, man. No, man. No, hey, you need to cut that out, man. Hey, shout out to the Queen Arlette.
Hey, okay.
Man, you trolling at this point. He say, Coach, Jake Paul versus Woodley too. Who wins the fight? Woodley should have won the first one. He took a dive that fight. And he'll probably have to take a dive again. So I'll say Jake Paul. He say, Coach, Daniel Dubois did the opposite, bro. He was asked at the presser and replied, I'm not into all that ish, but it sells the fight. Bro, Daniel Dubois don't get it. He don't get it. Bro, nobody in America knows Daniel Dubois. No fans really in America really care about you like that on a massive scale. Your first fight was on the undercard of Jake Paul. What do you mean you don't care nothing about that ish? You cared enough about it to fight on his undercard. Shit, I don't see Canelo breaking their neck to put you on their undercard. I don't see nobody from the PBC breaking their neck to put you on their undercard. Jake Paul did, though. He did that. Martin Ramos, the real WBA heavyweight champion, is Trevor Bryan. Facts.
Hey, okay.
To this day.
That's right, he the real one. He say, Woodley lost the fight, but it looks like he got Jake Paul to retire. Jake don't want no more of that Woodley smoke. All right, hey, I want no smoke from the Jake Paul fans now. You don't want no smoke? No, I'm just bullshit. I want all that smoke. Let's see who I'm trying to say. Who say what? K4. Novienta siete. Coach, I believe you can beat Jake Paul. $500K to $1 million would be cool payday for anyone. I don't know if I can whoop him. He too big for me. Shit, I ain't but 175. Now he a little too big for me. And he young. He 24. I'm 47. The young man beat the old man every day of the week and twice on Sundays. I'm gonna say Tyrone almost messed up his bag last night. Shelton, yes, he did. He almost knocked Buddy out. Shelton. Where's that? He almost messed his bag up. Shelton, you right now. He had him laid out. Damn, I had it, Shelton. He had him laid out on the ropes in that fourth round. You right, he almost messed his bag up last night. Damn, so did. He says PBC has a rich colony of fighters. Yes, they do. They can just keep fighting each other for 20 years. He says, I didn't become a billionaire doing what other people wanted me to do. I became a billionaire doing what I wanted to do. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Well, he's not a billionaire. That's not his net worth, but I get what he's saying. I think he might have grossed $1 billion. So he's right. Woodley did take a dive. He's AB big brother. Doesn't like to throw punches unless they're home runs, just like Wilder. That's one of the reasons he was losing. He was on a lose streak in MMA. Yeah, but he could have got Buddy out of there. Diallo Huggy, look at it when he had him out there. Look at when Jake Paul was laid out on the ropes. Tyrone Woodley in the 4th round. Tyrone Woodley just sat there and let him get up and recover. He let him recover. But I get what you're saying, though. Arlette, Daniel Dubois would get smoked by either one. He said, get on Tyrone Booth to come back to boxing. Lisa Bells, Coach Malachi, you're wasting your carbon dioxide, fam. Oh. Lisa.
Hey, okay.
Jake and cruiserweight. Yeah, he'll cruiserweight. Hey. Carm, he'll cruiserweight for real. Arlette says, that is true, Karma. Salute to you, Karma Serene. He said should have been called a knockdown. Look at the referee. The referee was just sitting there. Brother, I'm trying to tell you, man, it happens in the sport of boxing all the time. Fighters take dives. This is a known fact in boxing. Like literally, it happens. He said, I think Tyrone was more worried about getting knocked out. And Jake never let him forget. But Tyrone could have smashed Jake up real quickly if he wanted to. Yeah, he could have. He could have. Let's see. Ohio Connect. Don King, Al Heyman, Jake Paul. Yeah, the Ohio players. The Ohio players. Don King is from Cleveland, Ohio as well. Don King is from Cleveland, Ohio. He said, we need to get Jake Paul versus Lawrence Okolie. Man, child, please.
Hey, okay.
Child, please, man. Lawrence Okolie beat the brakes off that dude. You know that, Carm. You're trying to get that man killed. It'll be a big money fight, though. But you're trying to get him killed. You know the crazy part about it, Carm? That might be Lawrence Okolie's biggest payday. She said, watch Logan and Jake Paul become the most popular boxers. Logan boxed Mayweather, and Jake Paul fought an MMA guy. And it's all over the boxing community. Exactly. I sat back and watched Sunday. All of the major boxing content creators was covering this fight. Whether it was Showbiz, Blue Bloods, Ring IQ, all of them was covering this fight. Literally. And these are diehard boxing fans. But guess what? Jake Paul is a boxer. Registered boxer. Whether we like it or not. Literally. Referee was a drunk. Crab in the bucket. Referee. Oh, and my legs didn't work. Hey, Lisa Bell says, Sugarfoot, the Ohio players, I want to be free. Absolutely. Everything is about money. You're right.
To this day.
You hit the nail right on the head. Eliza says, Elazar says, I see good times in the future if Canelo joins the PBC. Yeah. Floyd Mayweather is just ducking Jake Paul. And Jake signed the contract. And Conor McGregor went into hiding. Jake Paul has a 3-year, I think he has a 3-fight deal with Showtime. So he's going to have 2 more fights on pay-per-view. I want to see what the numbers are. Have anybody heard anything about the Manny Pacquiao numbers? Anybody? I'm reaching out to the Pentagon, the CIA, the FBI. They don't seem to know the pay-per-view numbers of Manny Pacquiao. I truly believe Woodley was just bitching up to the moment. Never been a big event like that. Yeah, ain't that much bitching up in the world. The dude was laid out on the ropes. Woodley didn't even rush him and put them paws on him. I get what you're saying, but I know what in my eyes, dude laid out like this. He laid out, wide open, bucket naked, laid out on the ropes like this, bucket naked. Eyes half closed. He out of there. And Woodley just stood there. The moment became too much for him. O'Colian gets on AJ's undercards. He's not worried about money. Okay, that's good.
Hey, okay.
He said, I only believe Woodley was just on bitching up to the moment. Okay. Tony Lyon says, as soon as Jake fight in real boxing gets smashed up, the internet would die down for Jake Paul. I totally agree. He would get smashed up if he fight a real fighter. But I don't know if the internet would die down. His fan base ride with him regardless of what. He doesn't have a fickle fan base. You know, in boxing, we fickle as hell. We'll be in love with a fighter one moment, and as soon as he loses, we through with him. Well, in today's boxing. I take that back. In today's boxing. He said Jake Paul isn't even going to fight a real professional. It'll be another YouTuber or MMA guy. Topatine say they won't let that out. Yeah. Someone said 250K, but not a good source. Yeah, I'm saying the source should be coming from the PBC. I'm gonna tell you guys something. It's been over a week since that fight happened. If they don't release the Manny Pacquiao fight, I can promise you, that fight did horrible numbers. Probably in the 100,000s. That's why we're not hearing about it. That's why we're not hearing about it. But I bet we hear about Jake Paul pay-per-view numbers in the next couple days. I bet that. And I bet it's going to outdo Manny Pacquiao and Ugas. And it would have outdid. And if my numbers, if I'm thinking those numbers are going to be what I think it's going to be, if those numbers are what I think they're going to be, it would have outdid Pacquiao and Errol Spence as well. Because Pacquiao and Errol Spence probably wouldn't have done no more than about 400,000 or 500,000. 500. Because Pacquiao and Keith Thurman did 500,000. It would have did 500. Pretty sure Jake Paul going to do more than that. Now his tickets are a little cheaper by $20 because his ticket was $60. Errol Spence in them fights would have been $80. Pretty sure of that. Whether you like him or not, like Leonard says, it's about putting butts in seats. And he's selling numbers, whether you like him or not. He said Porter got knocked out of the ring, and the ref didn't call it one either. He said it would be a UFC YouTubers and the like Canelo and PBC. I'm tickled and drunk. Yeah, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. He says shame Tyrone was beaten by a YouTuber. Yeah, but he's taking $1 million home to the bank, Leon Musa. $1 million for an 8-round fight with a YouTuber. So it's the shame losing to the YouTuber in a fixed fight, which I believe, or it's the shame going to the bank with that $1 million check. He said they cheated Woodley. Most of the punches hit his gloves. Yeah, that's what Woodley said. He said Jake Paul will find another opponent, create controversy, promote the hell out of the fight, and fill the arena. While our favorite fighters can't fill a hot dog stand. While our favorite fighters, he says it's all love, man. That's what I'm about. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, okay.
He say all of the chat, respect. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. He says, next week boxing is a good show in Leeds. Who fight next week? Who fight next week?
Hey, okay.
Who fight next week? Mad Chad Boxing say real boxers have allowed this YouTube phenomenon. Exactly. With this other side of the street, you with the wrong promotion and company. I'm Big Fish. When they give interviews, sure, exactly. Other fighters want to do this and that. Well, why is this, got these bland personalities? I got more personality than these guys. And I'm not even a damn fighter. What's up with this dude that show us the back of your head? What's up with this dude with the back of the head? Dude, you got a fetish for watching another man, watching the back of another man's head? Dude, you need some help with that, bro. I ain't on that funny stuff, dog. You need to take that somewhere else, dog. Hey, man, is that what you about? So be it, but I like women, bro. I like women. As a matter of fact, bro, you say I hit the like button. Nah, bro, you can leave if you want to. I ain't into that funny stuff. Shout out to Paul Evans.
Hey, okay.
Salute the coach in all the chats. The Trolls Inc. Have to duck out. Yeah, man, salute to Paul Evans, man. Be safe, fam. Yeah, man, I ain't into all that, ham. You got a back of the head fetish. What other head fetish that you got that you like? Since you like watching people's heads, what other heads do you like?
Hey, okay.
I'm just saying, fam, I ain't into that. Just to let you know. Shout out to you, though. That was you into. If you like looking at other people's heads, that's on you. That what you like? You into that? Cool. But I ain't into that.
Hey, okay.
You got the wrong guy, homie.
To this day.
You got the wrong guy.
Say it again. Say something else.
I know you into the back of people's heads. I know you like the back of heads and you like to look at heads for likes, but we not into that over here. That's all I'm saying. Take that to the head channel. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, okay.
Coach Malachi Williams, New Media Today, USA Boxing, we ain't into that, fam. And we ain't into that. All that fruit booty stuff, we ain't into that. I'm just saying. So, but shout out to you, boo boo. It's like, Coach, Jay get that overhead right and recover quick. Dragonlade, what's up, man? What up? Lisa Bales. Lisa Bales. I don't know what's wrong with these clouds. I don't know why they be coming over here, man. They got the wrong guy, boy. They got the wrong guy. But you got the wrong guy, fam. Hey, okay. You probably booed up with a rapper named Yellow Beezy right now. More than likely. I'm just saying, I ain't into that. I ain't into that, bro. Man want to see the back of your head from the back of your
Hey, okay.
Philly Fly. I don't go Philly Fly. Philly Fly. Hey, Boss guy said, man, I got back of the head fetish. Hey, man. Hey, bro. Bro. Oh, my, bro. Now I'm trying to wonder which back of the head is he talking about? That could be a play on words. I don't even want to know. Hey, go. Hey, shout out to you. Shout out to Boo Boo.
Hey, okay.
Hey, man, you got that big dog. Big dog, you got that. You got that dog. Dog, you got that dog. You got that. You got that big dog.
Okay.
You got that big dog.
What?
I said you got that big dog.
What?
I said you got that big dog.
Say it again. Say something else.
I said you got that big dog.
Okay.
For really though.
Hey, okay.
You got that big dog. I ain't, He said, Coach Jake took too many shots to the back of the head. Bro, hey man, listen. All this back of the head stuff. I don't know which back of the head you talking about, But I ain't into that, bro. I'm just saying this is not the take that to the back of the head channel. That's all I'm saying, bro. You know, this is the PG. We PG over here, fam.
Hey, okay.
We PG over here. This is the PG show. Lady Shan say, it's all that back end talk. Hey, he said, I think Charlo should be on the undercard of Jake Paul. Anybody help him get a bigger allowance? Bigger allowance. Hey, bro. I'm saying though, right? You say, Coach, these dudes would be wanting to see your feet next, bro. Bro, I don't know what's up, bro. I'm just saying, you feel me? You know, I know we be on the back end. You know, we gonna get the rest of our money on the back end. But bro, I'm just saying, I ain't into that. I ain't into that, fam. You know what I mean? He said, do you think the Paul brothers are good for boxing? I personally don't. If I wanted to watch a circus, I would go to one. Listen, Nagans, this all I'm saying. Jake Paul said in the video, he said that he wants to bring, he said he recognized that he is a YouTube celebrity, right? He wants to bring a different group of fans, new fans to the sport of boxing. He said once he bring those fans from YouTube or social media to the sport of boxing, then they can get familiar with the other boxers, the well-known professional boxers. That's a good thing. Now, as it relates to his skills, is his skills good for the sport of boxing? No. But his intentions, yes. Yes. You know what I mean? He say Bruce goes, I think I'm getting that token too, bro. Hey. Yo, man, listen. Hey, he says, I love women, but damn. Yeah, bro. I'm just saying, bro, you know. That dude there, man, he, you know it is what it is. Hey, Lisa said, stop these roaches out. What's wrong with Lisa? Philly Fly said my six-pack is strong for all this laughing. Hey, bro, you feel me though? You feel me? Retro saying, Coach, this ain't PJ. This is C17 versus the lies and rated off. Hey, when you get what I'm saying, blood, I try. You get what I'm saying, though. He said, I don't know what I just walked into, but a dude is concerned about his. Let them hit up the Pippin King. Hold on, let's find Pippin King. Hey, Rachel, let's find Pippin King. They pull Pippin King out, like, now, you know. Now, Rachel, hold on. Let me find Pippin King. Let me find Pippin King, Rachel. Hold on. We got. Wait. Let me find Pippin King. Hold on, Rachel. Let me pull him up right quick. Rachel, let me find. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's find Pippin King right quick. Rachel, Pippin King. Hey, hold on, I'm getting dizzy. I almost passed out, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, I almost passed out. Okay, hold on. Let's see, can we find Pippin King? Okay, hold on, Rachel. Hey y'all, I be having panic attacks, so I think this laugh is triggering my panic attack right quick. So if you see me like pause and take a deep breath, I'm having a panic attack. But I'm okay though. I'm all right. Let's see. All right, let's see what Pippin King at. Yeah, what Pippin King? Oh, wait a minute. I know where he at. Hold on. I know where he at. Damn, where Pippin King at? What I did with Pippin King? Hold on. Where the hell is Pippin King at? Damn. Oh, wait. Hold on. You know what? I probably don't need to find Pippin King because I may pass out from laughing. Y'all may pass out from laughing, so I may not need to find Pippin King. Hey, blood. Hey, hold on. Hey, Rachel. All right, let me He said you gotta breathe, coach. Yeah. Hold on. I got. Hold on. All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. Damn, bro, I'm gonna pass out, bro. Brother, hey, listen, brother, y'all in this chat, bro, between Rachel, between Karma Serene, between Blood, bro, y'all be killing me, dog. Y'all be, bro, y'all be killing me, dog, for real, bro. I got a damn, what the hell is Pimpin' Ken, dog? I got Pimpin' Ken on my mind right now. Oh, here you go. Hold on. No, that's when this here when Tyrone had Jake laid out. That he's supposed to arrest him. He just stood there. He's supposed to got him out of there. But let me find Pimpin' Ken. I'm on Twitter. Pimpin' Ken was on Twitter. I don't think I downloaded the picture. What Pimpin' Ken at? Bro, we had so much fun. We had so much fun though. We had so much fun this day, bro. As a matter of fact, somebody sent me Pimpin' Ken. Somebody sent me Pimpin' Ken. What Pimpin' Ken at? Yeah, I probably, hey, it might be good that I can't find it right now, dog. It might be good that I can't find it right now because I ain't gonna be able to start laughing. I don't think right now. You know what I mean? We need to find Pimpin' Ken. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me look one more time. I got Pimpin' Ken on my mind. Pimpin' Ken, where you at? Damn, I could have swore, man. Damn. Man, I'm highly disappointed in myself, dog. Cause I got Leonard. Yeah, you know what? I didn't download the picture, man. I didn't download the picture, man. I could have swore I could have made a screen. I should have made a screenshot of it, bro. I should have made a screenshot. Hey, I'm the type of dude when I have something like on my mind, I gotta find it like right then, bro. Man, what Pimpin' Ken at? What Pimpin' Ken at? Pimpin' Ken, where you at, baby? Where you at? Now I got Leonard with the garage nose. I got garage nose. Here. I found it. I found it. Hold on. There you go. I found it. Not to the dude who got a fetish for looking at other men's, want to look at the back of other men's head. I don't know which head you are referring to, sir, but I'm pretty sure if you get in contact with Pimpin' Ken, this man will lead you in the right direction. I'm pretty sure this man right here will lead you in the right direction. For all you, for the dude, the troll who came over here was interested in looking at the back of heads. Get in contact with Pimpin' Ken. I'm pretty sure he will be able to help you in that department. We ain't on that over here, dog. Over here at New Media Today USA Boxing, we ain't about that life over here. Over here, we ain't about that life. Now, if that's what you're into, back of the heads and stuff like that, hey, do your thing, baby Bubba. I ain't got, hey, do you. That's between you and the back of the heads. That's between you and the back of the heads, if you get me drill. But holla at my boy Pimpin' Ken. Holla at him on the low. Holla at my boy Pimpin' Ken, and I'm pretty sure he'll point you in the right direction. If that's what you into. That's all we gonna say about that. You know, that's all we gonna say about that. Pimpin' Ken gonna lead you in the right direction. If that's what you're into. He say, I see the nose. Hey, if you went to that, that's what you're into. He said, this nigga is the way the better home boy. Hey, blood, hold on. I'm saying though, but we got Pimpin' Ken right here now. We got Pimpin' Ken right here. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, Bruce goes south for the ball. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I can't breathe. Okay, we got. Let me get out the picture. Hey, y'all killing me. Hey, what he say? He said he ahead. Hey, that's a good one. Oh, bro. Oh my God, bro. Oh. Okay, hold on. Oh, time out. He had the buffet coming for the pause. Oh, bro, this it. This it. Hey, this it. Hey, man, we want to shut the show down. Y'all got me over here about to pass out, dog. Hey, let me get y'all let me give everybody a shout out if I can make it. Hey, tune in tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. New Business Today, USA Boxing. Hey, shout out to my baby man Richard Selesky.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Leon Musa and Bon Scott.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Lisa Bells. Ladies.
Hey, okay.
Hey. I'm feeling dizzy. Okay. Shout out to the Z Zealous. Shout out to Brandon Calhoun. I gotta run it through, guys. I can't say it all, everybody. Shout out to Smile Back If You're Ugly. Shout out to the Chain Smoke. Shout out to Ride of the Storm. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. Shout out to Lady Shan. Shout out to my brother Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Shout out to Toby Bartlett. Shout out to Bruce Goals. Shout out to Brandon Calhoun. Shout out to Nagins. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to Eliza. Shout out to Blood Retro Boxing. Shout out to my brother Blood Boxing, Retro, and shout out to Retro Boxing Documentaries. Shout out to Bruce Gold. Shout out to Javon Soto. Shout out to James Burrell.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Philly Fly. Shout out to David. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells. Shout out to Peter Vardox. Shout out to my co-host Shelton Moore. Shout out to Always Juicy. Shout out to Brandon Calhoun. Shout out to Rachel. Shout out to you, sis.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Smile Back If You're Ugly. Shout out to Major Key Boxing.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mel DeMaker. Shout out to Bruce Gold. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to Thomas Jones.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rolling with the Punches. Shout out to Philly Fly.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Thomas. I said Thomas Jones already. Shout out to Halim. Shout out to Halim.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Brandon Calhoun. Shout out to Smile Back If You're Ugly. Shout out to David Jones. Shout out to Graham Taylor.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to New York. Shout out to the New York Abstract.
Hey, okay.
Or shout out to Nori Abstract, however to pronounce your name. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Shout out to Teach.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to shout out to my brother Charlo. Shout out to Chris the Greatest. Hey, shout out to Thomas Cruz. I ain't think I was gonna make it, dog. Shout out to Bruce Groves. Shout out to D Laveau. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to the Arlette. Shout out to the Queen Arlette. Shout out to the Queen Karma Serene. Hey man, I'm up out of here, man. Y'all got me over here about to pass out, man. I was having a panic attack. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're new to the channel. I'll be back on tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we gonna talk that talk, man. We gonna make it do what it do. Other than that, guys, if I forgot your name, please do not be upset with me. See y'all tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.